Bronny can go in front of Ian.
Nigga, my mama gonna go to war, nigga. I don't give a fuck how old she is or how old I am. So if I got a pops, that nigga don't do this. Well, he better do this. That's right.
Yeah. But now we're opening the door for all of these parents to start coming out and protecting their kids.
If you think that's bad, wait till you see shit doing.
Right, it's about to get
Dion already doing that. We all saw what we saw, and you know what we saw.
That's elementary school.
No.
That's all
when you a teammate, he push him like, man, like, let's go. He push him like, get off of me. Get off of me. Get off me. No, don't touch me. Was it worth the $30,000? Now? In the moment.
In that moment.
He was up. You remember? Was it bingo night or was it? 44. You know what we do on this show, boy. We flow, boy. But I'm gonna keep it high level, and this is gonna just give you the beats. And I give you my opinion at the end on all of these topics. But what's going on, the core issue, is the carriage rights fee.
First of all, start off the right way. Exactly. Let me start out like that. This is why I'm broke and you got money. This whole Dak Prescott saga.
What are those? On the field, I got metric after metric. He's a winner. Okay, he's number one in all categories for the Dallas Cowboys first 5 seasons. Off the field, unquestionable character. Like, the only thing you got on Dak Prescott is, I am undisputed.
Oh, come on. And me playing basketball, and I just want to line up.
He's getting up.
And show, yeah, we doing this for real.
He's first.
I want to go rebound. Shoot.
This one?
Cut that up, baby. This boy, it's wet time. That's what I do.
I still don't know why this is a pick, except exceptional play by the defender. Look at that. 2 dudes reaching, and then he comes between them and say, let me split this bunk bed. And I'm out of here. Shotgun snap, slips. Oh, that's something. Sack on your first play ever in the NFL. I know your nightmares came true. You're like, God dang. Oh, yeah, this ain't it. Look at this blitz right here.
I mean, he only knows so much what he's reading off stats, off paper. I mean, everything's good on paper. But I would always love to hear from a player because they play the game.
What about a journalist? Like, being real, NARPs are journalists. Like, you're from that pool, right? So imagine somebody just said, you didn't play the game. I don't want to hear it.
She would have a living room full of people at about 10 p.m. probably every other Friday or Saturday. Come up here and I already know what they want, and I got to sing whatever song.
Did you say song. Sing, not rap? You said sing, huh?
Sing. Yeah, they ain't trying to hear no rap. They ain't trying to hear no rap. Yeah.
Well, you think you can do something with that? Hey man, Michael Jordan too light in the tail.
Okay, you know what, big dog?
Yes.
I ain't light in the tail. If you want some of this, let's go one-on-one right now. Everyone's playing the hits, but I'm a DJ. And one thing I know from my DJing experience is that you don't just play the hits. You play things that people haven't found out about yet. Discovery. Not up to me. I don't have this ego where I'm a buck, talk trash, and be like, yo, I don't like this. I don't like this. I'm gonna be like this. All right, I got enough talent. I got enough belief in me. I know what I want to do. Yep, let me go do it. Boy. Yeah, baby. Another one. DJ, that dude. We in the building. What's cracking like a mackin' from the back into the jackin'? G's up, C's up, B's up, We's up. God dang it. Oh, love it too much, man. The hip is feeling amazing. I know you guys gonna ask, and I'm gonna tell you, I'm feeling great. Damn near can walk. I mean, I will be walking with a limp. I'll be your granddaddy or at least your great uncle. You know, boy, go give me some of them cools. Go give me some of them Newports. You know what I mean? But I can still walk. I'm using my walker still, using my cane. I have to do it for 2 weeks. One thing about me, man, I get hurt a lot, but I always recover because I listen to the doctors. Now I push it. If they say 2 to 4 weeks, I'm trying to do it in 1 to 3, but I'm still listening to you. I'm just knowing that I'm a little bit different than the average bear out there, right? So I'm not going to play it cookie cutter, but I'm also not going to be aggressive in rehab because your body just needs to rest, recharge, and chill. Your body like, dog, you know how much trauma I've been through? I don't even ask you to have conscious thought when I'm letting your heart beat. You know what I mean? I ain't even asking you to check in when I'm telling your muscles to move. At least you can do is let me relax when you just cut me up. So I'm doing that. I'm paying respects to the higher powers that be. Thank you, God, for what I am. Thank you, God, for where I'm going to be. Simple as that. What's crack-a-lacking? Francisco Aguilera's in the building. He woke up. What's cracking with you, Mackin? Woke up quick at about noon. Just thought that I had to be in Compton soon. When I first heard that song, two things hit my head. One, oh, man. Like, that was the first time I ever thought about, like, oh, Compton is fresh. I always thought, like, Compton was just Compton. Like everybody think of their city until their city gets put on the map. Second thing I thought is, like, whoever is in this group is about to be hella famous. Because I heard it real early. I had this pink-ass album. Y'all ever seen it? The first, like, Boy in the Hood, it was, like, pink. It was crazy. They blew up. Oh, they blew up. God, Lord. Here's a little something about them like me. All right, so love to you guys, SCG, Publishing, top of the morning to everyone. You guys become members. I got to start doing that. Coach JB, Jason Brown is my boy. He has a great membership. He told me, man, you got to make them people members, man, so they can be committed. So we got to commit to each other. If I'm getting up in the morning, you getting up in the morning, we got to get up in the morning for something. We got to do it together. Put your hand in the middle. 1, 2, 3. Team membership. We got to do it. All right. One thing I hate is one thing that Gilbert Arenas hates. Let's get into it. These unspoken rules. Makes no sense. Truly doesn't. Let's go.
I'm over it. I'm done with the fake, sportsman-like, unspoken rule of where the team that's losing gets to play 100% while the team that's winning, plays 50? What is the rule, right? If you're losing, you can come down, fire shots off. The winning team's supposed to, play keep away until you steal it to go shoot it again? What is the rule? Huh? You foul him, he shoots 2 free throws. Game's over. 16 seconds, game's over. What? No, you come down, you shoot a 3. He come down, windmill, while you're outraged. What did you do? You came down, Giddy shot another 3. All of that is okay. As long as your ass is getting your ass whooped, you get to keep trying to make a comeback while the team, is supposed to, play handicap? Shut up! Damn! Take y'all sorry asses back to the locker room.
Blah, blah, blah. All right, look, some unspoken rules are unspoken because they're just so obvious. We ain't even got to say it. Come on, dog. You know what it is, right? You down 48 points, right? And then we got the ball in football and we about to kneel down. It's unspoken. Don't blast my center and don't blast my quarterback, right? Because even in success, you ain't winning, dog. So it's a wrap. We already got this. It's a burrito. It's wrap. So let it go. I get that unspoken rule, even though I'm always on guard. I'm always in the alley. I always got that mentality like, yo, he may, hey, watch that car. Watch that dude. He may trip. Okay. What Gilbert is talking about is something completely different. It's like, y'all know y'all going to lose the game, true. But how we going to lose the game in terms of style? Like style points. Like, oh my God, you're trying to do it, like rub it in our face and it's a dunk contest and you're really trying to show us up. No. That showed you up. 116-91 showed you up, right? But I'm about to do a windmill because I want to do a windmill. I want to shoot because I want to shoot. You don't want to play anymore because you already lost it. I should just take an L in this moment because you took an L in this game. Nah. These rules are stupid. Straight up stupid. But you know what? I don't want to call people stupid. I just know that people don't stop and think. And so they just buy into culture. They just buy into what the way it was is the way it is. Simple as that. My daddy told me to do that. Why are you doing it then? You know things have changed since your daddy did it. Oh, I never thought about it like that. Yeah, how many times you ever heard that? I never thought about it like that. It's so stupid. Athletes, be smarter. I know it's tough. Boy, if you had a group of people, athletes is pretty low in terms of intellectual achievement. Let's just say that. They're not dumb. They just don't apply themselves off the court like they do on the court. And that's a whole different conversation of transitioning to the real world. But the point is, come on, man. And then you're going to walk up to me with the fake fight. Hey, what you doing? What you mean I'm doing? You saw the windmill. What you give it, a 9 or 10? What you mean what I'm doing? Oh, you shouldn't have did that. Why not? Yo sorry ass today. Y'all sorry asses today. Can't stop it. Why aren't y'all still playing defense? Because the game over. No, it ain't. If the game was over, I wouldn't hear this. You're talking to me, the game's still going on. If I were you, I'd pad your stats. Y'all already lost the game. Why you got to lose too? Why don't you get a shot up or two? I hate at the end of the game, they just be, you can do whatever you want to do, boo-boo. This is the point. I can as well, especially if I'm winning. So it's just that simple. Keep it simple, stupid. Give me a kiss. Mwah. All right, y'all. So beat it up in the comments. Little big man says, appreciate the stream, homie. All right, respect to you. Stephen Jones says, get him, Gil. That's right. And no room for the loser on the court. Look, it is what it is, man. People are silly out there. Make sure you guys vote in this poll. Oh, man. All right, let's see this poll right now. Cash Money, what? Is winning the poll of what's the best movement in rap history. Cash Money has the lead. Death Row is right behind it. No Limit is third, and Bad Boy is fourth. What's crazy about this is y'all caught up. Y'all some groupies. Bad Boy last just because Diddy in trouble. Okay, and then Cash Money just lost to No Limit in the verses. How the hell they bigger? He like, they didn't play the right songs. They didn't have Lil Wayne. Okay, you're right. It's changing every second right now because now Death Row and Cash Money's tied. Y'all ain't putting enough love on Death Row. Now, I know it was short-lived, so maybe that's why you're not doing, but beat it up in the comments and vote on that poll right here, okay? Vote on that poll. Boy, I wish. Megan Thee Stallion at the Democratic National Convention. Vote on that poll. Let's go. All right, here we go. Blah, blah, blah. Breaking news right here. Sad news. Anthony Joshua, we know who he is, just beat up on Jake Paul, broke his jaw, injured in a car crash, a deadly car crash. 2 people died in that car crash. Let's see what they say about it. So Anthony Joshua injured in a fatal car crash in Nigeria. 2 people dead. Prayers up to everybody, man. Life, fragile, fickle. Anthony Joshua was reportedly injured in a car crash in Nigeria that claimed the lives of 2 people. According to local reports, the Lexus SUV carrying Joshua collided with a stationary truck. Stationary, in case y'all don't know, that ain't nothing to do with paper and pens and markers. That got to do with that truck wasn't moving. On the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway in Ogun State. Man, I need to go back home. I need to go to motherland. I can't read none of that. What did I say? Lagos-Ibadan Expressway. Why am I making it sound Mexican or Asian or sounds Spanish as hell? Lagos-Ibadan Expressway in Ogun State. Joshua is said to have suffered minor injuries while 2 other occupants died at the scene. Damn. An investigation into the cause of the crash is currently ongoing. The former heavyweight champion was in Nigeria on holiday following his recent win over Jake Paul in Miami. Yes, he was. Wow. Look, all you can say to situations like that is, man, look, be on the lookout in life. I saw another case where a kid the other day, this athlete got killed. They just brought up the charges the other day. Crossing the street, lady hit him, drunk driver, out here in L.A. He went to Loyola High School. Respect to Jamal Adams, who went to Columbia with me, who's the principal there, head of school, I should say. And kid got killed, tennis star, crazy. You know, I mean, that's my worst nightmare is just to see, obviously, you pour so much and have so much love for someone, and then to see it taken away like that. Like, it's crazy, like, how you really gonna go out? I mean, would you pay to want to know? I mean, it's wild. Anthony Joshua just in the car, you know, probably celebrating the win. Whoever's rolling with him, they just rolling. And then there's a truck that ain't moving. You hit it. There's more to this story than we've read so far. So just take care of yourself. Simple as that, party people out there. Can't believe it. That's how the game goes. All right, so they got some images, too, of Anthony Joshua as well, getting out this car. You can see right here. They got a video, too, but we ain't got to get that graphic. But basically, he's in pain, pulling him out the back seat, as you can see, everybody out there. And this guy's got the camera out. Like somebody got to take it. So I guess I get it. He got his AirPods on. He listening to the game Drillmatic. I don't know what the hell. Cats be, man. We've lost our decorum too. You know, I was in church the other day and I was about to take off my hat until I looked around and I saw more hats in there than I seen at a Fanatics conference. And everybody had their hats on. I was like, God ain't tripping no more, huh? All right, well, I kept my hat on. I was like, whatever. My prayers going up, even through my hat. All right, this is what you fans be doing. Y'all be doing the most. The most. The most. Y'all don't believe me? Watch this. This is the most. So it's a fan.
You guys aren't going to lose like you did to Indiana this time, are you? Don't lose again. Don't.
You can hear it in his voice already. You already got an image. You already know what he looked like. Yep, that's him. Now, you got to ignore him, but why do I have to ignore you? Why are you making noise? Shut it.
Lose again.
Hey, come on, man.
Don't lose again. You remember when y'all lost to Indiana? Remember when y'all lost to Indiana? Hey, y'all don't need to lose. Y'all lost to one Cuban, Fernando Mendoza. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Y'all lost to one Cuban. Now you're going to play 20 Cubans. Y'all are going to lose.
That's your people. That's your people.
Y'all gonna.
This fan's y'all.
Y'all going to lose like y'all did against Indiana? Are y'all going to lose like y'all did to Indiana? Y'all got a lot more Cubans than Mendoza. Y'all got a lot more Cubans to worry about than one Mendoza this time. Y'all gonna lose again, just like y'all lost to one Cuban.
What
now
is
y'all
that?
got 20 Cubans. Are you scared? Are you okay? Are you scared? Are you scared?
Like you can't, boy, you can't get rid of them. You can't call the police on them. I mean, what can you do, buddy? Can you keep it moving? No, I don't have to. It's my right to stand right here. I get it. Everybody got their thing where you do too much. If I'm at a rap concert, especially old school rap concert, I am boisterous. I'm doing the most. I'm not on stage. I'm not trying to interrupt the show. I'm not trying to be the show, but I'm losing my mind. This fan right here, look at my guy looking at him like, you okay? Hey, bro, you okay? Like, you know that this ain't working on these kids. These kids don't give a damn about the game they lost. They trying to think about the game they going to win, the game they going to participate in. But why are you getting a rock off? Why are you getting your pole on swole? How you feel all good about trolling some kids about a game that is behind them and then bringing up the fact that the quarterback's Cuban? What? Like, you really lost your mind. So we got a 51-50 out here. Like, I've seen crazy fans. And the point is, why y'all acting crazy in this way? There's so many other ways. If you're really a crazy fan, I think you want something, right? Whether it's attention, memorabilia. Like, won't you get something that's everlasting other than, well, I guess he's like, look, I just got me some recognition. That post, a lot of people posted it. They can't see his face, but they posted it. And I got some likes, and I went viral. And this guy, Marcellus Wiley, just got out of surgery, but he put it on his stream. Like, I hate to do this to people, but boy, I be judging you. I'm like, what's wrong with you, dog? Like that guy was. Like, what's wrong with you? You okay? Like, this ain't even a good troll. Like, do a good troll and I got you. I'm like, you got me. Speaking of a good troll, this might be the best troll ever. We're going to talk about Shannon Sharpe reacting to the DK Metcalf fan entitlement, fan altercation. But what are they looking for? Beat it up in the comments. Let me see, because I just don't get it. It just don't make no sense to me. Man. Oh, okay. Francisco Aguilera says looking for social media clout. Interesting. And then people just laughing at him. Oh, you laughing at me, pole on swole. Yeah, something getting your pole on swole, for real. Like, you got raised as a boy to become a man, to become that fan band like that. Ooh, that make my skin crawl. Let's hear this. This might make my skin crawl too.
Being said, why would not the Lions? This is their fan. This is one of their ticket holders. Why wouldn't they do that? This could have been removed. When the fan had the altercation with LaFleur last year, they took his tickets immediately.
Yeah, but they listen. One thing about it, boy, the coach. They not having that. They not having that.
Why not? Hold on, Ocho. He did everything right. See, This is what people get upset with the system. I do everything right, and the system still fails me. Ocho.
All right, I love it. I just noticed that Ocho talks in phrases, not like sentences. And I mean, it works, obviously, but it's like he talks in these like little phrase chunks. Either that or Shannon ain't giving him enough room to breathe. Just peep game. Now, what are we talking about, the system? What? What system? What we doing?
I do everything right. You said report it to your security. Security goes to the Lions. They talk to people in the area, and you still fail me. What choice do I have? I felt I had nowhere else to turn.
Okay, we can't say this. Now, I'm jumping ahead because I don't know what he's about to say, but fail you what? He just talking shit. Like, ignore him. Have you done that before? Have you ignored your ex? Have you ignored somebody before? The dude you owed some money to in high school? Like, you know how to ignore. And guess what helps you ignore? 80,000 people out here that are screaming. Some are cheering, some are booing. Find a Steelers fan to stand around. Like, this whole, I noticed this dynamic. People, because they have the right. Look, I went to security, told him to get him out of here, kick him out of here. He's calling me out of my name. Whether he said a racial slur or not, I have not heard any video, audio that said racial slur. I heard him calling him by his government name, and I hope that ain't a slur to DK. But the point is, it's your right, DK, to use your power to say, get him out of here. I don't like what he's saying. But it's also his right to say what he's saying if he ain't crossing no lines. And the point is, why you feel magnetic? Why you feel connected? Like, it's my right and I want to hear him say something crazy, so I'm going to stay right here and he's still talking crazy. If somebody talking crazy and I really don't want to hear it, guess what I do? I go away. I know it's my right to stay still, but I don't like it. It's crazy. This is crazy.
You wouldn't take proper steps, proper precautions. Now, guess what's going to happen? Now they want to remove it. Now they're going to want to remove it. They're going to want to remove. They're going to want to remove. It's too late.
No,
Ocho, why would you close the barn door once the cows are out?
That's a good one. I like that.
I feel you.
Yeah, hey, it's unfortunate, though. It's unfortunate. And listen, I'm all for, and you know how I am, and I know you like that too. I love being in hostile environments. I love fans talking trash. I love talking back. But now you think you're invisible because you're in the stands. Well, now I can get away with saying whatever I want.
Mm-hmm.
Like, come on, man. Come on now.
But Ocho, but you remember, they're only words.
Thank you.
When some people use words against others, they're more than words. When other people use other words against others.
Come on.
No. What are we doing here? What are we trying to do? See, this is auntie behavior right here. I hope he doesn't go all the way with it. All words are words, but some words are more than words when you use those words. I know y'all get offended by hearing the N-word and all that stuff. I'm just here to tell you, when somebody, if this ever happened to you, it's never happened to me, and I'm 51, so most of y'all younger than me, but if it ever happened to you and somebody call you the N-word, just think before you respond, the disrespect weigh this out, the disrespect they just intended for you. You ain't got to accept it, because whatever somebody calls you, it ain't that. It's what you listen and answer to, right? It ain't that. You call me anything. It's what I actually say. What? So you got to care about what they said, because the word can mean nothing to you. You're like, man, I hear it in rap songs all the time. I say it to my boys all the time. Oh, you white saying it. So what? I'm not going to let you have power over me with no damn dumbass word. So you can do that response, and that's my response if it ever happened, but it ain't never happened. Point being, weigh that disrespect versus, hey, bro, I got a wife. I got kids. I got a 51-year-old life that I'm trying to turn into a legacy to pass on to these kids. Do I even want your fingerprints on the baton I'm about to hand off in legacy? That's how I think. And I think a lot of people think like that. Like, look, I ain't asking nobody walk up to me and call me the N-word. Nobody. Nobody, black or white. Nobody. Hard R-A, I don't give a damn. U-H, I don't want to hear it. However, if you do, trust me, you ain't messing up my life. You ain't about to have me getting no scraped up knuckles. It ain't that serious. Oh, you let them disrespect you like that? Respect me. Come home with me. Check out my respect. Check out my love.
Listen, I'm picking up what you're putting down. You ain't got to explain it to me.
Some things are offered without explanation. What's understood don't need to be explained. And chat, y'all know what I'm talking about.
Say it, brother.
All I'm saying is DK did everything he was supposed to do. He reported the incident to his security. Security took it to the Detroit Lions. Jay Glazer. Now, if it's a lie, Jay Glazer, not true. I know Jay. Been knowing him a long time. If he says he was the one that broke a Spygate. He actually had the footage.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe if he didn't have the footage, because they might have tried to sweep that under the rug, but he had the actual footage. Now, with that being said, he said, I have the communications. The NFL is going to want to know why the Lions didn't do anything. I can promise you that.
Yeah.
The NFL is going to want to know, okay, if you had this information and it was corroborated that he said this, why was he still allowed to come into this building? Because they got all these fancy slogans, inspire change, say no to hate. They got all these things written on the helmets and on the field and all that.
Yeah. Hey.
I told you, Ocho talking phrases. Now you can't unhear it, right? Here, I like this. Now, hopefully why am I saying hopefully? That's not the best word, but to support what DK has went through and DK said happened, or not even DK, it's come out on DK's side that is racial stuff. Let me hear some racial stuff. If that's the case, then you hear it, and then DK say, I told security, and he still kept doing it. You got something there. Now, if I'm the rule maker, I'm still like, look, I don't want my fans doing that because I don't want to start any precedent. I don't want this to be normalized. I don't want fans coming in here and just saying racial slurs. So you got to go. That will be fine. And I'll take back everything I said. But I need to hear it because I ain't heard it yet.
I guarantee you, I know one thing. Won't have no more problems at any more fans no time soon.
No, no. Because I mean, some fans go to the thing try to try to incite that kind of, and then it's just and people. And what makes me is only words.
Mm-hmm.
It is.
A lot of people have been killed behind words.
Don't mean they should have.
Yeah.
Hold on. A lot of people have been killed behind words. A lot of people have killed because of words. Yeah. That ought to make it right since it's been done. I swear if y'all borrow my peaceful punk, whatever you want to call it, my peaceful, soft way of living. Oh, man, somebody, I see it all the time. I grew up around it. I'm still around it at times, spot moments where I see it's rising to that level and that temperature. And people are like, oh. I'm like, right now, you could just walk away, dog. It ain't that deep. I don't think you a punk because he called you a punk. Who are you fighting for? What are you defending? Hey, punk, we about to knuckle up because you think I'm a punk? I know I'm not a punk. That's like you calling me Joshua. My name is Marcellus. I shouldn't turn around. You call me something I'm not, I shouldn't respond. I shouldn't be answering. I shouldn't be like all mad. You called me Joshua? So calling me something I'm not gonna get me killed or get you killed. Boy, y'all got some auntie behavior. And I'm saying it. Oh, don't act like all gangsters or all rules and all codes is real. It's tough. It's masculine. No, it ain't masculine. Is we gonna talk about the tough stuff and still smile through it or just shake on it. Tough ain't I'm gonna pull out more guns than you. I'm gonna pull out more armor than you. That ain't tough. That's auntie behavior. She go from 0 to 100 real quick. Let's keep going. It's an interesting topic.
Is that what you go to the game for?
No.
Is that what you go to the game for?
Listen, you can go to the game. You can heckle. You can have fun. You can talk trash.
Yeah.
But going.
Derogatory,
that,
being
no.
derogatory, using racial. That is not heckling. It's
Right,
never been heckling.
Yeah, I know that part. That's what I said. But going that far, that's a no. And you know that.
I give you that.
Of course.
Yeah, we know
Of
that.
course.
We know that.
And all I can do is do what I'm supposed to do. Is go through my security. They go through the proper channels, meet with the Lions, and says, look, this gentleman here, there are fans in the area that corroborate what DK said he said. Fans in the area heard him say it and corroborated. The NFL is going to want to know, why didn't the Lions take the proper steps? Because we saw last year when a fan had a confrontation with Matt LaFleur, they took his season tickets.
Yeah.
The NFL is going to want to know why wasn't something done to this gentleman.
But the NFL, they move swift too, that they're going to put a rule in place now for the fans. They're going to put a rule in place now.
They should.
And it's going to happen swiftly. So anytime there's an issue at a game, they're going to make sure this doesn't happen again. They're going to make sure this doesn't happen again.
Ocho, you sorry, you suck, you're not good, your team.
That's good. That's okay.
When you
That's
start using whatever term, whether it's an Asian, whether it's whomever, black, Hispanic, whatever the case may be, once you start using derogatory terms,
right?
What happens?
That's not heckling.
you didn't cross the line.
Now
That's
what?
not. You start talking about somebody's wife or kid. That's not heckling.
You're right.
So this notion that that's all a part of it, and no, that's not a part of it. It's never have been. Because if that's the case, well, I don't know why they try to shut down all these things. All I know is that they try to take a lot of free speech, but they try to take certain people's free speech.
Yes.
Listen what I'm saying. Read between the lines now. Eagles survive third. We're gonna move on, Ocho.
All right, I'm going to. Blah, blah, blah. Come on, man. I think we need to read up on martial law. DK did not do everything he's supposed to do. And since he wanted to make it racial, Shannon did at the end, let's make it racial. We need to stop having people with big platforms that look like somebody else that they're talking about and then lying to them. Shannon, come on, man. DK didn't do all he's supposed to do. The last thing was the most important thing, and he dropped the ball doing that. That means walking your ass over there to try and stop this guy by actually taking words and making them actions. Okay? That's the truth. That's what your daddy would tell you. That's what grandpa would tell you. Auntie would tell you, go over there and slap him. What'd he say? Whoop his ass. A man would say, dog, ignore this punk. Ignore this fool. A man will also say, walk over there, get close, but not in striking distance and spitting distance, and just say, bruh, you're really trying to get to me? It's not. I just want to let you know, you can keep going. You're going to lose your breath, probably lose your voice, but we here for something greater than that. Aren't you? I know I am. Respect, man. Peace. People start doing the golf clap around you. Even if they don't, who cares? I am not messing with my bread, my love, my life, my craft, my job. Just to what? Hit a dude with blue hair? How much respect? Okay, you got disrespected. How much respect you getting back by hitting a dude with blue hair that wears a damn Detroit Lion fitted backwards with a suit? You ain't getting no respect back, bruh. I'm laughing at you. I'm like, you tricked off all that for that? And then we're going to have people, elder statesmen saying, oh, you was in the right. You did everything you're supposed to do. Ooh, how ignorant. Well, that's a dumbass code. He disrespect me with words, so I'm going to go over there and slap him. Yeah, you really got your respect back, big dog. You compromised $45,555,000. And you heard that your contract was null and void in the guarantees. They said that we ain't tripping on that, DK. We still gonna honor it. I don't know if they put it back in writing, but you certainly lost $500,000 for hitting a dude with blue hair. Because he called you a what? N-word? Aunties. Grown-ass auntie. All the muscles DK got in that moment, he succumbed to the auntie behavior. Simple as that. I'm calling it out. Since everybody want to keep lying to these damn kids and youngsters and tomorrow, man, go get your respect back. That's how you get. Okay, I saw this one video. This girl literally was talking trash to this other girl. Other girl tried to walk it off. This one doesn't end well as well. But I'm trying to tell you how it can go sideways. She was talking trash. The girl was like, all right, I'm going to my car. Leave me alone. The lady who was arguing with her went and got like a fire extinguisher or something, threw it in her car, all the glass go, and then she walking off still talking trash. Auntie behavior. You only see the camera facing her. Next thing you see is another lady. That same lady was in that car. Bah, 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 bah. The lady who was woofing, who threw the fire extinguisher, is gone. She ain't getting no respect back throwing the fire extinguisher in the car. The lady who ended up walking away, getting in her car, should have drove away, instead came back, bah, bah, bah. Now she gonna go to jail. Where's the respect? I thought we was getting respect back. I thought it was a respect. Man, if you don't get on my face. We gotta stop these aunties out here, man. Grown-ass auntie behavior. That's how we get this world back in order. Do the real stuff. Do the tough stuff. Beat up in the comments. I'm mad right now. It's too early in the show to get mad. I'll usually do that later. Somebody, Hawkins, said, no, he didn't. Exactly. Like, you warming up for a game, and then all of a sudden you hear somebody call you something. You should be like, really? Really? And then, oh, my bad. Most times people are like, oh, you acknowledge me? I didn't really mean it. I just needed to get under your skin. Or Danny Fan says, Unc isn't the same since Mary Porter's gone. I don't even know who Mary Porter is, Danny Fan. I think I know what you're talking about. Oh, man. Brent Jones, he says, remember Robert Flicker used to heckle people behind the bench, just laughed. Somebody brought up an interesting thing about what Shannon went through. They were talking about Gil's arena, and I think Gil said it. Fan brought it up to me and was like, there's two ways when Skip was like, put your glasses on. Put your glasses back on. Shannon could have been like, they said Gil was like, you should have laughed at that shit and just ran with it or rolled with it. It wasn't a reason to be like, you disrespecting me. I just don't get these guys who walk around here. Literally, I've seen it before. I've been at the barbecue. We chilling, we eating. Damn, who made these rib tips? Jesus, who doing it like that? Who putting their whole foot and ankle up in there, no lotion? Damn, you cooking, girl. Damn, you eating, and somebody just, all of a sudden you hear it. What'd you say? Why does what you say turn into pack, pack, pack? Why? What you say? Aunties. It's aunties. It can't be nothing else. We're going to call it what it is. It's auntie syndrome. And let's call this what it is. And what this is, is this respectful or not?
Spencer vacates the area. Butler makes his move. Fend off, and he puts it in. +1.
Y'all know what he's saying.
Jimmy Butler with a chance for 3.
And he's imposed his will throughout the course of this one, in particular, getting to the basket, the paint area, checking that clock. His 20th points of the night already. But Spencer.
Blah, blah, blah. So for those who are visually or hearing impaired, here we go. This is what I saw on the internet. Are NBA players trying to push away fans? White boy. I don't even like saying it. So, quote, I've always asked my teammates, I always like, man, why you calling a dude that? You'd be pissed if he called you that. That. And I say it sometimes, too, because I get caught. I'm not perfect and normalized. I know I've said this before. But right now, for this topic, I'm going to leave it alone. Every time, shut up. Shut the up, Jimmy Butler to Danny Wolf. Does Jimmy know that 60% of the U.S. is white? Draymond did it to Colin Gillespie a week ago, and now this. Okay, here's the thing. The golden rule really answers this, right? This is another way to stay out of auntie behavior. Just basically do to others like you want them to do to you. Do you want somebody calling you black boy? No. We ain't got the same historical connotations, but it does presently. You know what I mean? Like, I need white people in the comments beat it up. Do you like being called white boy? Because I've seen some shows before where they use the C word and it rhymes with jacker. And I remember growing up, what was it, the Jeffersons, All in the Family, all those kind of shows, and they were just using it. I was like, or calling you a onky, and it rhymes with donkey with an H. And I was like, wow. I was like, they doing that? You know, growing up, I didn't see any N-word unless it was a movie. I didn't see any TV shows. TV shows was playing that. And I was like, dang, that's kind of messed up. But it felt like almost like, okay, we did black people so wrong, so now you know what? We're going to let them get away with a few. So they could say donkey and they could say jacker. And I was like, no. You ain't going to make up for slavery by letting me get a few choice words off. Like, that ain't going to do nothing. And first of all, I ain't go through slavery, so I shouldn't even have the privilege to saying it. Yo, imagine if you went through slavery and then some cat 100 some years later is like benefiting off of it. You'd be like, what? That's for me, or let it go. I would. I'm like, you ain't helping me. Oh, your kind. Okay. Well, you want to really help my kind? Where them 40 acres and a mule? I don't need no damn word. What's your favorite word? What? Trying to pay me back with a word or two? So now we get to this point where I think that's the same dynamic, the same energy. Jimmy Butler. And I just saw Jimmy Butler. Respect to Jimmy Butler. We were at a Christmas party together. Hello to our friends. And our friends are Danny and our friends are Pam. Lovely people. You guys may know them. They really fresh. You know the brand Aloe? Because Jimmy know everybody. And they really close with Jimmy. You know the brand Aloe? A-L-O, the yoga stuff and all that? They own it. Yeah, it was that kind of Christmas party. So anyway, Jimmy Butler there, they homies and stuff. And Jimmy Butler if you go to that party, it's 90% white or, Middle Eastern, and then it's like 9 black people. It's okay. Ain't nobody racial. It's just the way it is. I'm a billionaire. I got a couple black friends that come through and play pickleball with me and play padel, right? So the point is, we there. That's if you want to break it down to the Census Bureau, that's what it looked like. So I don't think it's coming from that place is my point where Jimmy ain't like that. Jimmy have a lot of friends from a lot of different backgrounds. But on the court, we know how it goes. It's that reverse racism almost. Like, the white cornerback. Ask Cooper DeJean some questions about his experience. I bet you they're interesting, right? Just like when you're the minority anywhere, you got to deal with some discrimination, prejudice, or just some sick, reckless-ass convo. So you busting him up, and you busting him up because he's white? No. You know that's low-hanging fruit and you get away with it. That's simple. It ain't because he white, because you ain't busting up every white dude, right? You can't. So that's the game. I don't think it's fair. I don't think it's fresh. I don't think you get it. I think it's like this. Every time you do that, black player, you make it that much more difficult to have a real honest conversation, and therefore you're never going to get exactly what you want because people are going to have resentment. And this is lazy because I'm talking about one guy and another guy. I'm talking about two players, but in general, when you force people to do stuff or take stuff they don't want, they'll do it in the moment. But when you need something, you ain't getting it. I don't care what it is. Come on now. Somebody punked you out and made you have to take something. You've been in the room before and they all looking at you like, you better take this. And you're like, okay. Because when I leave this room, don't ask me for shit. And I think that's what's happening with our race relations. A lot of times we think we winning in the moment. You losing that war. You won that little dumbass battle. Imagine if Jimmy Butler got his Luka guard Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler guarding Luka. It's slower than that. I'm sorry. Luka dribbling. With a step back. Wow. Black boy. You got a black boy on me. Right? Come on, man. It's just crazy like that. Beat it up in the comments what y'all think. AJ Matthews says, I feel you. Yeah, it's real. And then this is interesting. Red Beard Runner. This is why I love doing shows. This is why I don't close my ears. I'm not the type. I'm not intolerant. I listen to everything and everybody. He said, take your 40 where you can. Take your 40 acres where you can. So that's a little piece. That's like 50 meters of an acre. Calling them out. If you need to feel better, I don't even understand the game dynamics. I don't feel better if I beat a white player versus a black player. I feel better if I win. I'm not looking at it like that. Like, oh my God, this is for my ancestors. Your ancestors like, man, if you don't get more out of it, something better, I ain't asked for that. That's for you. Got me that badass Christmas gift. Talking about this for your ancestors. Nobody want that. We want some real wins, some real dubs. All right, let's get into this right now because, first of all, fresh. I like that. I don't even know how you get in that. Is that a pullover? They talking about it's going to get spicy on this show. Let me just start there. Let's go.
Remember earlier this year when we were talking about Kansas City, and you said, look, don't get hung up on 2025 Kansas City because the tape says they're not that right now. Lamar's 6-6 as a starter this season, and I know he got injured against Kansas City and who he has been. Multiple MVP, we understand that. But who he is this year hasn't been that guy.
Okay, hey, man.
I'm not saying they're better without him. I'm just...
Listen, I'm not.
Whenever somebody is and a listen in the same sentence, stop what you're doing. They're about to go there.
I'm directing this to you,
Understood.
RC. I know y'all. I know how y'all think about Lamar Jackson. I am not going to listen to it. This team has won every season because of him. They have been in the playoffs, AFC championship games. They've made runs. This has been one of the best offensive football teams the last 5 years in the NFL. And we got one season where the dude been beat up. And I don't give a damn if you don't like how he come to the building. Your ass wasn't talking about that when he was out there winning MVPs.
Facts.
And putting the team on his back when everybody else was injured.
Facts.
He ain't dropped the damn pass or called it not a touchdown with Isaiah Likely in the football game. He didn't fumble the damn ball against the Kansas City Chiefs when they could have won the football game. I ain't listening to that. I heard people talking about this while I was out of town last week. Lamar Jackson, they don't like the way he come to the film. They don't like. I didn't hear none of this. when he was winning games consistently for the Baltimore Ravens. I remember Todd Monken not running the football in the AFC Championship.
That part.
I remember Derrick Henry just a week ago not getting a touch in the football game that they possibly could have won if they would have ran the football.
That part.
But Lamar Jackson, the problem. It is crazy to me how this stuff manifests, and we hear a story now, and it's a story written that they don't like how it go. I ain't never seen John Harbaugh before this year not praise Lamar Jackson, not talk about how great of a teammate he was. I'm not going to sit here and listen to people talk about Lamar Jackson and the way he goes about football because of one bad season in Baltimore, when everything we've heard about him has been great coming out of Baltimore. Every game we've watched, we've acknowledged, you know what? He the reason Baltimore plays the way they play on offense. When Greg Roman didn't want to throw the ball down the field, we asked, could Lamar Jackson be a really good passer in this league? They go get Todd Monken. He's one of the best passers in the league. I ain't listening to this crap. I almost said the S word. Y'all go ahead and take it from there.
Blah, blah, blah. Oh, man. He gave it to him, and he did it respectfully. He's like, I ain't even talking to you, Scott. I ain't even talking to you, RC. I'm just talking. Let me get this off my chest. And you know who took it, who had to deal with it? That damn pen he was holding. He was beating that pen up because he was pissed. And I'm with you, big dog. And we all know what this looks like, and we all know how they execute this kind of game plan against you. And it's really simple. When I say they, it's just the natural forces that come with winning and losing. So when you win, you overlook things, you overlook issues because you're trying to get to the positive. You're optimistic. You won, right? But when you lose, you dig deeper. You microanalyze, right? You really go there to every crumb and kernel because you're now pessimistic because something happened that was a bad outcome, negative outcome. So in simplicity, in simplest terms, Lamar Jackson, because you're not winning right now and they're on the outside looking at the playoffs, they can still get in, but they are not in right now. People are looking at it for the negative. People like to put their emotional mattress on the ground, and they use that in these moments. Now, what is he talking about that's crazy to see how people have flipped on Lamar Jackson? Because I've always rolled with Lamar Jackson since Louisville. I roll with him because I love me a 2.0 quarterback. Who doesn't? I love the fact that he actually won a Heisman being a 2.0 quarterback, which was great. It was rare, but that was happening more in college and you got more love being a mobile quarterback in college, Tebow, Cam Newton, etc., than you did in the pros. So I love that he already had made a mark and made a name. What I really love is that after the Heisman, even though the team lost a couple more games, this dude played better. I was like, he better than his Heisman year? And they ain't give it to him, and he wasn't going to get it, obviously. But I was like, whoa. Then he come, and then what really made me just fall in love with him in his story was Bill Polian, who I really respect. Full salute to Bill Polian and his accomplishments. But he had one of the worst takes ever when he was trying to make him switch positions, etc. We know that, right? And then that made me root for him. And it made me also just look at him and truly analyze. And I remember when he came out, it was the first game or something like that, real early. He had 5 touchdowns against Miami or something crazy. I was like, y'all said he can't throw? Oh, my God. Phillip Rivers is throwing the ball like this. He could throw, not with the velocity, but that ball going exactly where it needs to go. Then I was watching Lamar Jackson. He had like some Mike Vick in him. And I'm talking about the way that Mike Vick go like this. Oh, that's 80 yards. like Mike Vick throw the ball like this. And then I was watching Lamar. I was like, he throw it like that too. I was like, what? We got Vick again? And this time this quarterback may study, will study, is studying. Because Vick even said it. Man, I wasn't studying. It was Vick mania, dog. I wasn't tripping. Not at first. So I'm like, yes. I'm all in on Lamar Jackson. I got too many receipts of me just like praising this dude. I was like, did y'all watch this? Etc. Right? Point being, there are a few people who notice that the winds are always blowing in the face of Lamar Jackson, and he's always succeeded. This year, I mean, we've seen it last year, drop passes. We've seen it this year. Drop passes, fumbles, key moments, stepping on the out of bounds, all that. And you're just sitting there. It all lands on the quarterback, so we're not tripping. We're not doing that. We're not going to absolve him of any guilt or responsibility because he's the quarterback. But when it started to go, and I even did the story on it. they report, and I report it, don't mean I believe it. Lamar Jackson, he's sleeping in the meetings. I told you guys, look, that could be a boring ass meeting. It doesn't mean what you mean I can't sleep in a meeting? Y'all want to talk about unspoken rules in sports? One of them is if you the man, these meetings, all of them, come on, man. Come on, dog. I ain't got to go to all of them, do I? And if I do, I certainly ain't got to be alert. Man, I told you, Hall of Famer after Hall of Famer. These cats watch film at home. Coach, you ain't giving me new game all the time. Stop acting like you are. Okay, Lamar, when you do a 3-step drop, make sure that back foot anchors. Make sure that you really pivot. What? Sometimes they just babysitting you. The walls are babysitting the coaches, so the coaches are babysitting the players. But we don't need that all the time. I understand sometimes we do checks and balances, but come on, man. Y'all gonna turn on Lamar Jackson because of the way, what? He fell asleep in the meetings. He plays video games. What else did I hear in that article? He needs to grow up. Who doesn't need to grow up? What do you mean grow up? So if he wins the Super Bowl, he's grown? What? Ask Jalen Hurts. No, that does not absolve you on all your issues. You win a Super Bowl, that starts some of the problems. Ask Tom Brady when they jacked him for his parking spot. Ask Tom Brady when he saved some money on the salary cap so they could re-sign Wes Welker. Wes Welker goes to Denver. They end up not signing anybody. Tom Brady said, can I get that money back? They said, we spent it in other places. I said, get that gift or give me the money back. Don't let me keep going. Now, there's some things I can say. I ain't going to tell you the players sleeping in the meetings because, they escaped that criticism. But what? I'm with you. Swagoo. People out here set tripping on Lamar Jackson because they don't like his flavor. That flavor. You're all right. There's 31 flavors. It's actually 32, but the ice cream is 31. Point being, pick your flavor. It's okay, but don't hate the other one. You ever go somebody? All right, can I get let me get a strawberry sorbet, rainbow sherbet. You good? Oh, you next? Okay. And a butter pecan, triple scoop. Let's go. Ugh, I hate butter pecan. Well, then don't order it. Like, what we supposed to do? Start this conversation? You don't like it? Okay, that's fine. You ain't gotta hate it. God dang. Aunties, I'm telling you, this auntie behavior, we gotta attack it. It's everywhere. People hate ice cream and then want to have a conversation, an argument over it. I'll do it just because I'm in the line with you, but shut it. Give a damn about what ice cream you don't like. Order the one you like. They don't like Lamar's flavor. I don't like how he throw the ball. I don't like how he run the ball. You like how he wins? Well, he ain't won it all. And most of them haven't. You ain't over there hating them? It's crazy. All right, beat it up in the comments before we talk about Caitlin Clark. Because she got a lot to lose, and it's about to go down, too. All right. Oh, man. Football Wisdom says Lamar got something for the haters. The season ain't over yet. Hey, I take it. I will take it. If Lamar Jackson can show up in this last game, win, get in, and then make some noise. This is the year, and I hate to say it like that, but this is the year where if you're going to win it. You can. Because nobody in your mind, usually in postseasons, there's an opponent already that everyone's facing. The Chiefs, for many years, et cetera. Back in the days, the New England Patriots. Everybody was thinking about them, how to avoid them or see them, how can we beat them. This year, you ain't got that. Seattle? New England? Chicago? Like who? Who's scaring you? Nobody's scared, right? Since nobody's scared, let's go. Let's go get them. I got the hiccups. God, dog it. I ate too late or ate too much or both. Let's go. Caitlin Clark, what's cracking? Got the most to lose from the WNBA lockout. After missing most of last year, the injury, and not showing any interest in alternatives, the future of Caitlin Clark is tied to the WNBA. Yep. Let's get into this article. Any quotes in here? Basically, okay, here we go. Nike just launched the Caitlin Clark. I saw that first brand anthem commercial ahead of her 2026 CC signature collection launch from anywhere. We're not going to play that commercial, but yeah, she got a lot tied to it. So we know that clearly the best player in the WNBA is Aja Wilson. Is Aja? Asia's track or Asia's track? One of them. I think Asia Wilson. But Clark is the biggest brand in basketball. Duh, right? NBA is full of stars, but she the biggest star, brightest star. But she doesn't want to do, basically in this article, they're talking about how she doesn't want to do Unrivaled. She also doesn't want to do this new league called Project B. Her thoughts on Project B, I think more than anything, it showcases what people think of women's basketball. People are really believing and putting their money where their mouth is. I plan to play in the WNBA. Obviously, that's another thing that we need. Yes, to get done. Clark didn't comment if she will play for Project B. Question came from Ben Pickman. Basically, Caitlin Clark, she's putting all her eggs in the WNBA basket. They have not struck a deal just yet. And Caitlin Clark, if they don't strike a deal, they're going to have a lockout. Everybody else is splintering pretty much. They're playing anywhere they can because the money is there in those situations. Will they have long-term sustainability? It's going to be the conversation. But I'm a fan of Caitlin Clark because I think she's great for the game. I have little daughters that like playing basketball. I would like that the ceiling of the WNBA is higher and higher every year. So if my daughters are good enough, they got a great opportunity. If they suck, oh well, good. That sport is still huge. So there's no losing rooting for Caitlin Clark. I just don't see it. And rooting for all of them to make the WNBA bigger and badder. So beat up in the comments. Caitlin Clark, that new shoe, dope. Yo, I went to the Pistons game. Cade Cunningham, he got a new Nike deal. Yo, his shoes, those are fresh. There was some black and yellow, but the way they look, they just look simple but fresh. Oh, check out the Cade Cunninghams. They look really good. This is a good point. Brent Jones says the WNBA is ruining their brand. Yeah, and her brand. Like, this is what I've always said about college to pro basketball for women. They're bigger in college. Now, Caitlin Clark may be a different example. Angel Reese, different example, on the edges. But remember Skylar Diggins? She was insane in college. Like in terms of marketability and all that stuff. Now she's still, who she is. She's still balling. But it's like, they took it away. They took her Q rating away. They are huge in college. Paige Beckers, she balled this year. It don't seem like she bigger than she was at UConn. They better not do that. They better stop that, fix that problem. All right, well, here's another problem that was fixed in Michigan when they hired Kyle Whittingham. At least Urban Meyer thinks so.
Nobody knows Kyle Whittingham better than Urban Meyer, so I figured what better way for the world to really hear what type of coach this guy and who Michigan got than Urban Meyer. So, Urban, you know this guy inside out. Tell me why Michigan should be so happy today and Buckeyes, conversely, a little bit nervous.
Well, Dave, great to be with you guys, and Brandon and T-Bob, thanks for having me on. But,
sir,
the Big Ten really survived a major possible tragedy as far as a coaching staff search. When you look at Penn State pulled out Matt Campbell, who's an elite coach, and then, this Kyle Whittingham thing, he called me one day and he says, "Hey, what do you think?" And I said, "Are you kidding me? You stepped down at Utah." And then we started talking about the Wolverines. And my comment was, and Dave, I think you know this, that yes, there's a rivalry, there's hatred, but there's never, you name someone that respects that school more than me, and I'd probably argue with you. I have so much respect. Bo Schembechler was a friend. And the reason we worked so hard to beat their ass is because we respected them so much. We worked on them every day of our career. So when Kyle told me that, I said, Kyle, it's a no-brainer. You can win a national title there. It's a hard job. He's going to be under scrutiny he's never been under before. Never been under before at Utah. This is a blue blood program. You can get any player you want. You have elite academics. You have some, you got the challenges in recruiting that northern schools have. But here's why the Wolverine Nation should be ecstatic. He's a tough cat. That's a tough dude, man. You're going to see, when Wolverines were Wolverines of old, and like they were a couple years ago, they were a line of scrimmage team that tackled really well, played physical, tough defense, and they controlled the line of scrimmage on offense. And that's what he is. And he's adapted well to the new era of player. That's the thing, that when he was my defense coordinator, he was firm, had high expectations, but he was never demeaning, never, he was always, the players respected him, and that's the number one quality that he has.
Blah, blah, blah. Hey, there's not much you can add to all the superlatives that Urban Meyer is throwing towards Kyle Whittingham. How many times I watch Utah come out here and play USC, And I'm sitting there like, you hear and you watching all the USC players, and they're all 5 stars, 6 stars, 7 stars. They look sick. And then you watch Utah, and you're like, okay, a little off of that. Different brand. You see one speck of like a couple of them guys, but most of them nah. Then you saw like a lot of bigger guys, like big old just solid ass dudes. Like, all right, different weight program. They got a lot of the Polynesians, so the big old Samoans or whatever it may be that they got. All right, whatever. Then you watch them play, you're like, damn, they tough. They good, disciplined, whatever you want to call it, just like structured. You're like, you were going to be in a fight, you had to play Utah. The Utes, right? And then everybody had the same conversation mentally. Imagine if they had what they have. Like, SC players just kind of like doing all this, Utah doing this. You're like, imagine if they, well, we ain't got to imagine no more. Coach going to get them at Michigan. So good luck to Michigan. I look forward to when them blue bloods are good. You know me, I love a Goliath. When them blue bloods are good, oh, it's a wrap. Can't say nothing else. It's going down. So let's see what's happening out there in these streets. All right, beat up in the comments before I get to the next topic, which is going to be Troy Aikman breaking down these quarterbacks and these organizations and how these coaches and organizations are failing these quarterbacks. Interesting. Blah, blah, blah. I see you, Andrew Nance, of course. Blah, blah. If for those who don't know what blah, 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 I got to every quarter remind you guys. I was in college. Obviously, no, I'm from Compton, so NWA, right? So I'm in college, and it's our senior year. We got a lot of good players. We should be a good team. But Columbia at the time only won one championship, 1961. And then, I'm really good. We got a great linebacker, even better than me, Rory Wilfork. We got punt returners. We got all these guys everywhere, right? Roy Hanks, Jesse Nunn, Trey J, Jim Jones, David Ramirez. We got players. I'm looking around like, we could do something. But we need to come together. I got to get this Ivy League out of our head. Like, we Ivy League in the classroom and walking around campus. We got to be gangster on this field. So then I was like, damn, I always think of acronyms, like NWA. You know what that stands for. Oh, look out, DK Metcalf. The N word. So NWA, right? So I'm like, And then I was listening to Goody Mob, one of my favorite groups. And the Goody Mob he said, so I don't know lyrics very well. So if y'all know the song, then help me out. It's called, I think it was on not Cell Therapy. Song before Cell Therapy. Anyway, he going like this. So the void of what I got to do. I'm in the studio. Literally. He literally says that, Cujo. He goes, the void of what I got to do. I'm in the studio. And I said, there it is. Boy, BWA. So then I was like, oh, ball with attitude. Boy. So I start going, I'm not lying. I'm in my earphones. I heard him, the voice of what I got to do. I'm in the studio. Boy. So I was like, boy. So I went up to my boy. And instead of saying goodbye or see you later or all right, dog, I was like, boy. And he was like, then another dude, boy. And next thing I know, I was like, boy. They're like, boy, boy. Then my other boy, this is when it really took off. My boy Dirty hilarious, right? Rashad, I think he was from Oakland, but he hilarious. Country dude, Georgia. From Oakland, Georgia, someone of them that. He went back and forth. The void of what I got to do. I mean, just do, blah, blah, blah. He just go, blah, blah, blah. So now you way away. I don't care where you are. You could be way on the other side of campus. But it's football now. It's us. It's squad up. So we're like, blah. And then you hear somebody way away. You don't even know. It's just like a rallying call. You do, blah. And then somebody way away. I mean, you can be off campus, go, blah, blah, blah. Then we just go. From there, dead. Everywhere we went, dead. I don't care. We at party. I don't care what. You just, blah, it was like the Wu-Tang and like, every day we're doing, it was our thing. Anyway, so that's why I do that. It takes me back to those days where I had a group of guys who bought in and we all blah, blah, blah. All right, let's get into this. Blah.
And we've talked about it. We talked about it last week with Kyle Shanahan and what he's done with the 49ers offense. There's others around the league, and Sean McVay is another one of those great offensive minds. And for Matthew Stafford to get the opportunity to play within that scheme, good for him. Yeah. And, there's a lot of quarterbacks in this league. and over the history of this league that never got that opportunity to play for someone like Sean or some of the others that are so talented.
There's a smile on your face when you're saying that. I see, like, you know what I mean? Like, well, that seems like high praise.
I say it from experience,
yeah.
Because North Turner came in my third year in the league, totally turned our offense around, turned my career around. Michael Irvin and Emmitt Smith would tell you the same thing. So I think there's been, and this has always been debated, I guess. I think there's been a lot of quarterbacks that have been drafted high who have left the game and have been labeled a bust. And I think it's unfair because I do feel that organizations and coaching has failed quarterbacks more than quarterbacks have failed organizations because I've been there. I've been around the best of the best, and I've been around others that aren't as good.
And that's being nice when you say not as good. Blah, blah, blah. Coaching. I got one great example of this, but let's stay with his example in his world. Imagine how you thought of Matthew Stafford before when he was in Detroit and now since he's in L.A. Just think about it. I mean, not a single person. I mean, we all had a deep respect of Matthew Stafford, especially those who played and knew that boy can throw. But it was in Detroit, so it was cloudy. Like, you know what I mean? You couldn't see all of the sun. You couldn't see all of the rays of light that were coming from Matthew Stafford's throws and arms because he was in Detroit. He couldn't win it all. You couldn't go in the postseason, etc. We didn't see it. But then them coaches, look, bad teams have bad coaches, typically. Because the talent pool is the same talent pool. You draft earlier, I pick, you pick. Players don't work out, players do work out. But typically, we're going to go the same way. It's hard to find a great coach in a bad situation because if you give him some talent, he's going to coach it up. Now, somebody got to lose, but at the same time, I'm going to coach it up. It's hard to get like scrubs. That's why the 2-win teams still find 2 wins. Like, we ain't that sorry. We black belts like everybody else. We just different degrees. And what can really activate any team, look at Bill Belichick's record in terms of coaching. When he was in Cleveland, he had, 1 winning season, usually not good in Cleveland, okay? The same coach. Then you get to New England, and then even that first year, a little struggle bus. Brady comes in because Bledsoe gets hurt, and then you got the right coach with the right player, and boom. Right? It's intradependent. It ain't the coach only, and it ain't the players only. But when we talk bad about somebody, Jamarcus Russell, it's the player only. But it took 2 to tango. That's what he's saying. Now, let me give you one example before I get out of here on this topic because, man, I never knew it. I didn't know it in the moment, but now I get it. So I'm in Buffalo my first 4 years, and every year I got better. Every year I got more opportunities. Every year I got better, okay? I had Wade Phillips, though. I had Ted Cottrell as my D coordinators and head coach. Come on. #1 defense in the NFL. Come on. I got the 2 dudes. So every year I got better. Then I went to San Diego, and they had a coach. Man, I'm going to mess his name up. Coach Pascal? Yeah. He was there the first year. I think that's his name. I'll look it up later. Respect. My respect is higher than even knowing his name. I just know. He was a coach. Boy, his defense was sick. Junior Seau and all them guys, right? And he had me in a position wide. Now he's like, go get that quarterback. Go get him. I'm like, I'm used to Buffalo 3-4. I say, there's only 2 things I can do. Play this 3-4 and run, stop, and do all that, or let me go get that quarterback, okay? And he's like, let's go get him. Balled out that year. So this is 5 straight years of great coaches and great production. He gets sick in the offseason. About to cry. He gets sick really bad, and he doesn't coach anymore. We get a new coordinator. Don't remember his name. But changed up the defense. Changed up where we were. And then Marty comes. Marty Schottenheimer. He's not our D coordinator, but he brings his new staff. That's what happened. And I was like, coaching. I mean, look, I fell off sooner or later. Things got ugly. But the point is, I immediately noticed the difference in just coaching. Like the plays that were coming easy to me were harder. And the plays that were hard to me were hard. So hard I couldn't solve it. And I was like, damn. And those are missed opportunities. So what he's saying is so real. Look, it was on me too. Like, I'm sure I wasn't the same athlete. I wasn't turning the corner the same, etc. So I start here, but I'm going to finish there. Because if I had Wade and Ted, if I had Pascal, I dare to say I think I would have been a little bit better. It's crazy. So I love that Troy brought that up. Like, look, let's not absolve everybody, okay? And then let's certainly not blame players only when it goes bad. You know, you see a tremendous player in college. You know, in 4 years, he's going to be playing against a lot of everybody that he played against there, and then just a few older cats. He should be good, if not great. And the reason they ain't, you know why. These coaches don't get enough criticism. Nope, they don't. I mean, like in the day, in the moment, in, you know, week to week, they be on them players' heads. Look at him, he suck, he this. And they don't be on them coaches' heads. Them coaches be sorry too. All right, let's go to this. Curtis McBride says, yep, that dude who took over Dallas after Jimmy, and Dallas sucked. He was good at Michigan. I think that's where he coached. No, you talking about Barry Switzer. But he got lucky with that job. How long did he last? I don't know if that's your best example. Barry Switzer was a dude in college, and he did well with the Cowboys. But I hear you. You inherit so much, and then I know what you're saying. Okay, I know what you're saying. So let's get to this topic. We still got some really good topics coming up. Let's talk about youth sports. It's dead. Is it? Why? Let's go. Oh, I got to hit you with this. Okay.
Private equity killed it. Shocker. I'm shocked.
Would you say crap face?
Youth sports is no longer a childhood pastime. It is now big business. $40 billion, which is larger than the MLB and NFL combined. Damn. Congress just held a hearing called Benched, queued, because the average family now spends over $1,000 on their kid's primary sport. That's a 50% increase since 2019. And these costs are obviously forcing kids to quit. What happened to the good old days? I remember when I quit because I was bad at sports, or more realistically, I was bullied. Anyways, let's look at the main players and what they do. First up, it is the vertical monopoly within cheerleading. In 2024, KKR bought Varsity Brands from Bain Capital for $4.75 billion. Varsity runs a vertical monopoly within cheerleading. They own the camps, the tournaments, and even the apparel company that creates all of the uniforms. Let's move on. It's weird for me to talk about cheerleading. Up next, what about hotels and travel teams for Little Stevens baseball tournaments? Let's look at hotel kickbacks and the state-of-play ransom that these tournaments employ. Unrivaled Sports is a youth athletics holdco founded by billionaires Josh Harris, Apollo's co-founder, and David Blitzer, a longtime exec at Blackstone. That's the one that owns all your homes. They also own famed venues like Cooperstown All-Star Village, which hosts Little League tournaments all summer. Now, often, these tournaments push families into stay-to-play arrangements where they're forced to book at hotels 30 to 50% higher than normal rates. And if you try to book at a cheaper hotel down the street, or God forbid, an Airbnb, you're forced to pay a hotel breakage fee, sometimes up to $1,000. And finally, what about memories? That's the whole point, right? Great memories of your kids playing sports. Surely they can't get involved there. Not so fast. Black Bear Sports Group, a subsidiary of Blackstreet Capital, is the largest rink owner in the country. And they've been caught banning parents from recording their own kids, at least I hope it's their own kids, at their facilities. Why? So they can charge you $50 a month for their own streaming service, so you can watch their corporate slop stream and see your 8-year-old play. We really don't need another streaming service. Please just let the Saudis buy that too. We don't care at this point. And these are just a few stories of how private equity has infiltrated youth sports. Share your own stories below. We will.
Blah, blah, blah. We always say on this show, incentives shape behavior. And incentives is spelled with an S at the end, and that's a $sign, right? So next time you take a look around, I'm talking about the whole circumference of youth sports, know what you're investing your time, your energy, and your money into, because it's a whole different animal than it used to be. Like, youth sports is for real. I see it in the leagues we play in. One day you show up, the uniforms look like this. Next day you show up, uniforms got patches on them. Next time you show up, there's more kiosk out there. Next thing you show up, all of that is for your attention, for your investment. And it just makes it more of a taxed experience, more expensive. Simple as that. And NIL is coming lower and lower levels, so that's a positive. Please stop fighting NIL, y'all. Just embrace it and learn about it. You want your kid to get paid, because if not, they just going to keep the money. That's the option. The option is the money's there. You know how you grew up and everybody was ignorant, talking about, man, why you selling drugs? Well, somebody gonna do it if I don't. And you were like, you ain't gotta be you. Well, in youth sports and NIL, it's coming down. And you don't want the money? Somebody gonna take it. That's the same thing. That thing is coming true. That adage is coming true. People are gonna take that money, and it's gonna be real. So you gotta make sure that you're on the receiving end of it. And NIL, think about it. It's not for stars. It's for services. And you get paid more if you're a star. But, dude, the portal ain't full of all great players. No. It's guys who are like, I'm leaving this situation for whatever reason, et cetera. What am I worth? Right? They certainly going to say, can we see your credit card? $20, $30 parking, hotel, airplane, registration fees, snacks. Okay, the money's there. They don't invest $40 billion into a program and then say, oh, I wonder if they're invested, because they're going to play on your parental guilt. You're already going to spend that money. Now, if you're going to do that and your little kid is balling, don't turn him into a lotto ticket, but certainly take what he deserves, she deserves, and the services rendered, because that's what the game is right now. I know it's hard to wrap your mind around it. You're paying kids. Yes. Yes. Pay them. Because the adults are certainly paying. You better recognize. Okay. All right, quick hitter real quick. David Sampson says Charles Barkley is pissing against the wind with the NFL rant. Now, Barkley did sound like get off my lawn a little bit with that, like, please stall the NBA out and leave Christmas Day alone. No. It's free marketplace. This is how it works in America. We jack. Straight jacking. So, sorry, Christmas Day. You're going to the highest bidder and to the most attractive product. Right now, that's the NFL. NFL put on 3 suspect games. NFL threw out its JV schedule and still probably mopped the NBA in ratings, even though the NBA is doing better this year. And everyone got to admit, NBA looks good this year. Looks really good. All right, beat it up in the comments. And speaking of looking really good, I was watching this and I say, all right, look at Gronk. I was watching this live yesterday. I don't know, I thought Strahan was on there. Maybe he's missing a day. Maybe this ain't, this is ABC or wherever. All right, I don't know her name. Beat it up in the comments. But I thought that was Malika Andrews. I was like, Malika, what? She on GMA too? And is it? Beat it up in the comments. I was just like, that looked like Malika from 13 feet. That's Malika Andrews. I don't know if you get closer and you get further away. She doesn't. But I was like, Malika is killing it. Anyway, let's hear Gronk talk about when is it time to let go?
I do have to ask you one more football question as we speak about retirements, possible retirements. Lots of buzz about Travis Kelce. What do you think? Is he going to play next year?
Travis Kelce is a phenomenal player. He had a very productive year this year, and I'm sure he's going to have a productive year next year if he comes back to the game of football. But it's all up to Travis. The only advice that I would give him, because I've been in this situation before, is listen to your gut feeling. If you truly love the game of football and you feel like you belong out there on the football field, well, then go back. Look at your options, see what's presented to you on the table, and weigh it all out and take your time. But only go back to the game of football if you truly believe and feel like that you belong on the field still. If your heart's not in it, well, then you got a lot of opportunities ahead of you, and he's going to be successful in whatever he does in his next venture.
Trust your gut.
Trust your gut. Blah, blah, blah. I can trust my gut, but boy, is that belly full right now, because Travis Kelce has unlocked the key to what we all really aspire to do while we play sports. It's to learn life. It's a means to an end, and to set ourselves up for a great after sports life. Well, the toughest rub is when you already have that set up, you already have that guaranteed, and you have found multiple easier paths than what you're doing right now to success. Think about it. Football is hell to pay every single day in every single way. But it's lucrative. It's fulfilling. It's amazing. It's the ultimate team sport. But it's a hard way to make a living. Don't believe me? Don't believe me? Don't believe the hype. Fingers are just one example. hip surgery I'm recovering from. Another example. That's my point. So when you find yourself, as Travis Kelce did, with $100 million deal for your podcast, when you find yourself marrying Taylor Swift and you're now a superstar, and you find yourself in that position, it's natural to want to move on. Even if fans are rushing you, even if everybody thinks you've fallen off and they're prematurely saying you retired. He hasn't fallen off like everyone is saying. I'm going to show you real quick. He's better than y'all think. The thing is, he got something way better than this right now, so we think that this ain't it. Real spit. But look at this. Travis Kelce, okay? So basically, there's two Travis Kelces. Look at these numbers right here, 862, 875, right? That guy in the 60s and 70s. Then you turn it to Travis Kelce, that guy. So that's the peak Travis Kelce. That's the varsity Travis Kelce. But then there's a JV Travis Kelce that's damn good. 875, 862, 984, 823, 839. Same dude. So did you say retired 3 years ago? Same dude, right? Same dude. Basically, these hiccups is killing me. All right, so you could say retire last year. Well, nah, he actually was okay. Well, then why retire this year? He's better this year than he was last year. Slightly behind 2 years ago. Any questions? Now, the toughest thing is, as they say, as boxers say, it's hard to run. It's hard to do road running, as they say, running on the streets 5 a.m. with a silk bathrobe on, Like, he living the good life, y'all. Like, some athletes PJ it here and there, and it makes sense, and, take the family on trips, and, yeah, I got a tight squeeze. Kelce, let's just say he's swifting it. He's swiftly getting where he needs to go. So it's a different animal. Let me show you. Travis Kelce needs to retire? Okay. What about these cats? Did he play better than this year? Should they retire? Jawan Johnson. Bijan doesn't count because he's a running back. Tyler Warren. Ladd. And we know how Ladd McConkey be balling. Come on. Devontae Adams. These are all receivers. And he out receivering receivers at tight end. Y'all anybody? T. Higgins. Look at these names. Keenan Allen. I know they sharing that rock, but the point is, now here's a tight end that's balling this year. Hunter Henry. Brock Bowers, who, has some injuries, but still is a beast. Stop trying to get rid of Kelce, y'all. Okay? I know he got something better out there, but don't mean what he got ain't good. It doesn't mean that he still isn't good. So beat it up in the comments and look at that. I know Brent Jones was like, that's ridiculous stats. Yeah, he balling. He's really out there still going. I'm sure, look, you can't give it up and then want to give it back, Phillip Rivers, because it ain't going to be the same. Ball till you fall. All I say is if you want it still, ball till you fall. Do not leave sports, because sports ain't caring about you. So while it's liking you, love it. But I admit, if I know I had he makes way more money not playing football. Way more. And it's way easier. A podcast. Hang out and go on red carpets. Just get dressed up. Let people annoy you everywhere you go. Because, how are you? Where's Taylor? That's his greatest opponent. Not the teams. He's still balling in football. It's off the field. How's he feeling? Speaking of, how's he feeling? Y'all ready to see this? I actually know one of the two of these kids, so this really caught my attention. These are high schoolers, y'all. Top 10 plays of 2025. Let's have some fun. Uh-oh. Where is Jimmy Butler? That is a WB. I ain't saying Warner Brothers. Uh-oh. He you know what he's saying? Black boy. All right, Micah Gordon, number 10. Okay. Deserves to be 10. Nice turnaround. Not turn. Oh, Willie Foster. All right, if you know these kids, let me know. Miles Mitchell. God dang. You imagine seeing that in high school? What? For $1? Malik Young. Oh. Yikes. Here we go. Yeah, Jalen Jackson. All right, 6. All right, this guy. I know this guy. He used to work out with my son and all of them. Shout out to Just Hoops. Shout out to Corey, our trainer. He was up there. Then he moved to Portland. Yeah, it was something with it. I ain't going to say nothing if y'all don't know anything. But, yeah, Tyron Stokes. He's like the #1 junior in the country. Crazy. Look at this. Oops. Uh-oh. WB.
To Weber. Sharpe doesn't get off. He got that off. Oh! It's good!
Stop yelling at me, homie. All right, Brandon Woodard. Who is this? Oh, God dang. Oh! Oh! We supposed to be brothers. Oh, who is this dude? Jesus. Oh, no, my God. I got to see that again. Who is this guy? Oh, my God. That's a high schooler? Who is Cohen Carr? That is a grown-ass man. Amidala. Ah! That dude is curled up like some dry shrimp in the liquor store. I love sports on every level. On this show, we talk about the business, the politics, the culture of sports. It's all good. Beat it up in the comments. Did y'all know any of them players? I knew one. I feel better. Them high schoolers will blow out a WNBA All-Star team. Wayman Bird says that. Yeah, we know that now. They put up a fight for a second. But Lisa Leslie Ben told me that. We had her on the air 10 years ago. That's the homie. And I was like, Lisa, could you beat? And she said, who? What? I mean, in the middle of the sentence, she's like, what? Who? He in the NBA? Man, stop. Stop. What are you doing? And then she told a story how she plays with her husband. Y'all stupid. Paul. She plays with her husband who's tall, Michael. He tall too. But she's like, I think she's played against a guy in the NBA before. She's like, they're just too strong. They too big. Yeah, testosterone is a thing, y'all. Stop acting like testosterone is just a word. It's a thing. You don't believe me? Have a son and have a daughter and let them grow up. The daughter's voice doesn't change. She don't all of a sudden go, hi, daddy, because she became more estrogen. But that boy go from, hi, daddy, like Simba to now my son 10. He pre-puberty. For real, he got a little hair in his pits. He pre-puberty. And guess what he said? I'll be like, MJ, come here. He was like, what'd you say? I was like, MJ, come here. What we doing? I'm like, it feel like a little bass in that lion. Love it. Boys are different, man. It's okay. You need that. We need women too to stay who they are and make these babies. And we need to stay who we are and be men and take care of this family. Yes, yes, yes. I said it, damn it. And then do whatever else you want to do. Play sports, be great. But yeah, I said it, damn it. We got to take care of these ladies when our voice changes. And they got to be ladies and not aunties. Let's go. 3 years of therapy in 1 minute. Let's see if we can do it. He says he can. Let's go.
Right. 3 years of therapy in 60 seconds. Here we go. Number 1, turns out your parents did their best and also kind of fucked you up. But guess what? At the end of the day, you got to deal with it. Number 2, no one is coming to save you. No magical mentor, no secret billionaire uncle, not even fucking Batman. It's just you. And yeah, that includes doing basic stuff like folding your laundry before it becomes a fucking roommate. Number 3, boundaries. That doesn't mean blocking somebody on Instagram. Say it with me. No, with a smiley face. No. See? Revolutionary. Don't have to be mean or rude. Number 4.
That's the best one so far. This really changed my life. Learning to say no without guilt. Because then you can say no with a smile. Now you can say no and keep saying no instead of saying no, okay, yes. Because most people cave after the 3rd, 4th request, right? Say no, like he said, and have your boundaries. I say no without guilt. Just say it. Then all of a sudden, oh man, now you're going to be protected.
Stop chasing people who treat you like a fucking option. I'm not a side quest. And if they can't see that, they need to go play somebody else's game. Number 5, self-care isn't bath bombs and face masks. It's getting 8 hours of sleep, eating something that grew in the ground, and answering that email before it ruins your whole fucking week. Number 6, feelings don't kill you. Crying won't kill you. Screaming into a pillow won't kill you. But ignoring your feelings, oh, that's going to destroy you from the inside out. Number 7.
Man. I had a watershed moment. I told you guys, a week or 2 ago, I finally had to start grieving my mother in a different way. I've been going to church lately and really had to really accept she's gone. I've been playing this little crazy dumb game where I'm thinking I'm on vacation from my mom, still, training camp. Oh, mama, I got this big trip I got to do. It's been 20 years my mom's been gone, and I don't want to accept it. So what it started to do is shorten my relationship with everyone. Yeah, everyone. Like, for real, because you don't want to grow so close to lose them that you don't grow so close. Now, you close as hell. I cry all day over my wife, MJ, Araya, Olivia, Maraca. I cry over my babies and all that. But it's more to it. I could go deeper, and I'm going to go deeper because I'm going to let go. Mama gone. Woo, it's tough.
You don't find yourself. You build yourself day by day. Some days you're leveling up, and other days you're responding at square one. Both of them count. And last but not least, most of the time it's not that deep. You're not cursed. You're just tired, thirsty, and maybe overdue for a snack. There you go. That's 3 years of therapy condensed into a 60-second rent. I saved you $15,000. Venmo me $5. Right. 3 years of therapy.
I like that. Blah, blah, blah. Look, if you believe in therapy, it works. If you don't believe in therapy, it probably won't work. It's not that deep. Like, don't go on the mountaintop talking about therapy. It's what works for you, okay? I remember when I was growing up, I obviously didn't have a gym membership. And I remember just coming to a understanding that, okay, if I want to make it, I'm going to have to be resourceful. That means everything that I have around me, I have to use to act like I got a gym until my uncle finally gave me some of those concrete weights. So I was like, okay, all right. What they do at the gym? They got all this equipment. I had a hill right next to my apartment building. Nice slope. I would say 30 to 40 degrees slope. Really intense. Short, but intense. Perfect. I could run the hills. I could run up and down this hill and sprint it because it was short. But it was intense. And you do a few of those, you feel it. Perfect. Stairs. There were stairs. I lived in an apartment building. So there was levels 1, 2, and 3. Perfect. Hit these stairs. I ain't got to go far. Great. Okay. Good. There's some grass right there between all the apartments. Perfect. I can start running some routes and start going side to side shuffles. I don't have any cones. I don't have cone money, I ain't gonna spend money on a cone. Yes, I am. I'm gonna spend money on these big ass rocks we got right here and put them to the side. Those are my rocks. Those are my cones. Don't step on them. You gotta be resourceful, right? Just simple as that. You know what I mean? Like, make it work. If you want it to work, work it. And boy, speaking of something that's working, Nike pays Michael Jordan $250 million per year as part of his lifetime deal. That's it. Just saw that and it was like, what? That's crazy. What a gift to get every year. Every single year, somebody hands you $250 million. But the fine print was Nike makes billions off of the same $250 they made. And people were kind of making us think like, damn, what kind of deal they signed with him where they get billions, he only get $250, right? So, 4-8, maybe he has a 12.5% stake in Jordan. I mean, Jordan Brand has a 12.5% stake or 12.5% kickback. Because that would make, if they make $2 billion, you get $250, right? Maybe it's lower. Maybe they're making $3, $4, $5 billion. Sometimes you got to look at it from the deal from the top down. Nike is like, look, we don't do this for athletes, so we're going to do this for you. And then you got to look at it from the bottom up. I'm getting $250 a year? Jesus. No athlete. You know what? No, basketball and football. They had 73 SGA. And football is at 60 something. I think it's Dak or somebody. You know how long it's going to take them to make $250? But like LeBron got a lifetime deal. KD got a lifetime deal. These lifetime deals really are game changers. So I love that. All right, let's see this. Speaking of a gift to get, look at this. What Draymond talking about? Christmas time.
About how great playing on Christmas Day is, how much of an honor it is. And yes, it is an honor to be considered one of the draws, the great draws that is in the NBA. When I say draws, I mean media attention, eyeballs.
I'm going to stop right there. Why? Because I just looked at the clock. I ain't going to do y'all like that. I know y'all at work. I know how it goes. So we're going to get to our last topic, which is always something with rap, music, or something with sports. We're going to get back to that Draymond tomorrow, though, because I don't want to rush that. It's a good topic. He don't want to play on Christmas. It's simple as that. Look, good Lord. I saw this cartoon. First of all, this AI and this cartoon stuff, stop playing with me. I mean, I know Megan fine in real life, but golly, that's insanity. Like, you see her, you're like, who is this? Who is this 11? All right, so who needs to get up so Megan Thee Stallion can sit down? Y'all know the game. Okay, so that's Lauryn Hill. Now, this is interesting. Lauryn Hill, shout out to my Columbia Lion, my homie, right? She got one album. She got the Fugees album too, but she got one album, y'all. But she's sitting there because the Miseducation of Lauryn Hill, can you get better than that? Missy, don't even mess with Missy. What's it now? Lil' Kim. Oh, man. Oh, Lil' Kim used to go. Want to bumble with the bee, huh? Bzz. Throw a hex on the whole family. Nicki. I love Nicki Minaj. Nicki Minaj made one of the most critical errors I've ever seen in branding ever. She let, who was that? Cardi B talk her out of her crown. Oh, Cardi B dropped one album, one song, and then Nicki start going, Nicki, why? It really hurt your brand. It really hurt. Nicki's a monster. They ain't sit and they ain't said nothing. 100 motherfuckers can't tell me nothing. It bees in the trap. Bees in the trap. Come on. Queen Latifah, don't even think about it. Give it to him, Queen. You got it. Shout out to the homie Dana right there. Oh, y'all ain't heard? Rap of My Madness? They'll never come and wanna kick your flavor. The Ari posse said, yo, Latifah, we can do this. What? Latifah got joints, bangers. Foxy, ooh. Foxy and Kim are going at it, so you know you got to keep them both. All right, somebody got to get up. Now, Megan's the best of this crop, I will say that. I'm glad they didn't put Cardi B, even though she got some bangers too. It's Megan. Seriously, if somebody really got to go, you would say Lauren because she ain't got enough songs, but those songs she got is enough. So okay, you can't touch this end. Nicki, nope. Lil' Kim, nope. Queen, Foxy. Foxy got to go. That's why she's sitting right there. They already got her out. They already got her in a little chair. Like, girl, get up. And it's just not Foxy could rap, even if she didn't write them all. I heard Jay-Z did, whatever. Foxy got songs, but somebody got to get up, and you can't kick anybody else up. So beat it up. Let me know what you think about UNIT. No. But Megan, goodness. Woo-wee. All right, y'all, beat it up in the comments. Let me know what topics you want to do tomorrow other than that Draymond Green one. We're going to get into that. Love you guys. Have an amazing day. Smile, man, and don't let nobody trigger you. Disrespect me. What you say? Give a fuck what you said. Peace.
It's been a decade plus that I knew that this day was going to come.
Oh, this is not hyperbole here.
Because I think the verse. Time to hydrate. Hydration's the situation, so.
Blah, blah,